I've gone back over more sporting games to look at the patterns Amorim implemented there, what United are doing in comparison, and the blockers preventing Amorim from implementing his processes. I'm going to start with the first phase of play and how Sporting played out from the back. Whatever shape they were in, either this box when the ball is with the keeper or when they got into their 3-4-3 shape, the goal is the same: to look for passes into these half-space channels, either into the pivots or beyond into the front line. The first aspect I'm going to look at is the speed Sporting moved the ball across the back line. These are of course square balls, but they are fizzed to quickly change the angle of attack, constantly looking for those half-space channels. Moving the ball quicker gives them more chance of finding a path into those channels before the defensive formation can reset. I've previously highlighted how slow and ponderous United moved the ball across the back. Comparing this to how Sporting moved the ball is like a Ferrari racing a Skoda. One of the other big differences between Sporting and United in the first phase is how often Sporting used the keeper to recycle the ball. In this example, the centre-back is looking to play the ball into that channel. With nothing on, the ball is recycled via the keeper. From here, Sporting will look to do one of two things: either move the ball out to the other side or draw the press and dink a ball into the striker around the halfway line. In this example, they go out to the other side. This time, with Arsenal looking to press man for man, the keeper goes long, and with the number of players around the striker, this is clearly a planned move. Sporting showed great patience in not forcing the issue, using the keeper to recycle the ball and set up a new attempt to find the right pass. In my opinion, this is the big difference between Sporting and United in the first phase. Sporting really went into the wing-backs from the first phase. In fact, they are mainly used as decoys to spread the opposition's defensive formation to get into these channels. The way they do that is very intricate, skillful and technical. The ball comes out to Inacio and we can see him looking into that half-space channel. But what we can also see is, despite this easy ball out to the wing-back, Inacio doesn't even look at him. And this is a good example why Sporting really play into the wing-backs from first phase. If Inacio plays that ball, the wing-back is isolated with Arsenal's press closing in on a sideline press. So Inacio goes back to the keeper. When the ball is with the keeper, we can see that a pass out to both wing-backs is on, but he plays the ball into Arsenal's press and he gets the return ball and then plays it back out to Inacio. And Sporting have beaten Arsenal's press with some good football. But as Inacio is carrying, he is constantly looking into the half-space channel for a passing option, not even considering the wing-back as an option. The advantage of having the wing-back here in this example is he is stopping Saka from engaging the ball. So Saka has to back off to allow Xhaka to recover, allowing Inacio to progress. Now let's look at the subtle way Sporting centre-backs use the wing-backs as decoys to create space. From here, we can see this easy ball out to the wing-back. The centre-back faces the wing-back to pull Nelson out, elongating this gap. He chops back and the pivot has snuck in and they break this line. Same phase of play and the pivot goes back out to Inacio. When the ball gets to him, he controls the ball facing Arsenal's goal. Then he moves the ball and is now facing inside, which makes Xhaka take this line. Inacio then whips the ball back across his body and now has opened this half-space channel, which is there because Inacio changed Xhaka's line with his ball manipulation. Martinelli is taking this line into the centre-back. The centre-back rolls the ball back, looking like he is going out to the wing-back. This changes the line of Martinelli to go back out, to cut that pass out and opens this channel. He then chops back, takes Martinelli out of the game, opening this channel Sporting are always looking for. Using the wing-backs as decoys, with these subtle changes of direction, with chops and rolls of the studs, manipulates the opposition's defensive formation to open the half-space channels. But this move encapsulates everything we have just been through. Inacio is on the ball. He rolls the ball out as though he's going into the wing-back. This shifts Xhaka's weight and Inacio moves the ball back inside. As the ball goes out to the other side, this is a nice first touch and again faces the wing-back, but chops back in. Zinchenko was moving out to press the wing-back, but now has to stop because the centre-back is now looking to play a pass into this channel. With Zinchenko stood up, the space is now out wide, and this time they go into the wing-back. Back with the centre-back, he fizzes a ball out to the other side. Inacio has this easy ball out to the wing back, but he is looking to play a pass into that half-space channel. It's a nice touch, and Sporting have beaten Arsenal's press. Now, let's look at what United do in similar situations. As the ball comes into Maguire, if he controls the ball there, that will stand the press up, taking the momentum out of it, and give him multiple options, taking the predictability out of the situation. But Maguire does what most technically average players do. He lets the ball run across his body to buy himself time on the press. But doing that keeps the momentum in Leicester's press. Maguire pushes the ball into Mazraoui, straight into Leicester's sideline press. We get squeezed and lose the ball. This is an example of United pushing the ball from one player to another in the direction the first pass came from, which isn't a problem until we get here. As we saw in the Sporting examples, this pass into the wing-back isn't an option. So with no progressive pass into this channel, the ball has to go back to Onana to start again. But Mazraoui pushes the ball into Dalot, and Leicester have squeezed us on the touchline. But even from here, United could recycle the ball, either directly to Onana or to Onana via Mazraoui. But Dalot tries this cross-field hack, and we lose the ball. This is a massive weakness in United's first phase play, their inability to change the direction of the play either individually or through the keeper. They continuously play the way they are facing or the direction the ball is going in, even if it means playing it into a sideline press. And going back to some of my early analysis of Amorim, I liked the width of his formation and how it fitted around the modern, narrow defensive formations. And it did cause some teams problems in the beginning. But the regularity in which United go into the wing-backs in the first phase, compared to Amorim's Sporting, has made United predictable and easy to press. The devil's verdict on part 1 is, we know United haven't got cash on the hip. Hypothetically, if United can only afford to bring in 3 players, I highly recommend Amorim buys a goalkeeper with good long ball distribution and 2 centre-backs that can manipulate the ball to open avenues into those half spaces. Anything beyond that becomes obsolete unless United are able to get the ball into the areas Amorim wants. If United start next season with De Ligt and Maguire in the back 3, he may as well get his bags packed now. I'm not saying the centre-backs Amorim worked with at Sporting are better defenders than ours, but we lack the technical skills to execute his game plan. Part 2 will be out either Friday or Saturday, and that will focus on how Amorim used his wing-backs at Sporting and the final third passing connections he created to score loads of goals. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part 2.